That'll be on their next album. That's going to be their #1 song.
1 second. Make sure he's in the house. Yeah, we're good. We're good now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you will not find a band anywhere that is more friendly and more fun-loving and just loves to do what they do than this band. Please, let's make welcome Remington Ride.
Oh, how we doing, Florida? Make some noise. Come on now. Yeah. Now that the leaves have turned brown, the wind is blowing hard and cold. The weather seems so often sad, too close to me, I long to hold. Are you happy now with him? Please someday just wander back. I'm so lonesome in this world, in the days of gray and black. How about that mandolin? Come on now. Yeah. Every day you take a walk in the trees, sweet green. I could pause and follow you. You in his arms is all I see. Are you happy now with him? Please someday just wander back. I'm so lonesome in this world, in the days of gray and black. How about it for the banjo man? Come on. In the days of gray and black, my heart's so lonely and sad. I'm left to roam alone to grieve for the love that we once had. Are you happy now with him? Please someday just wander back. I'm so lonesome in this world, in the days of gray and black. Are you happy now with him? Please someday just wander back. I'm so lonesome in this world, in the days of gray and black, in the days of gray and black. I searched this big town all over, trying just to get a glimpse of you. Scared half to death to turn the corner, scared at the thought of seeing you. You say that I'll come crawling back. Deep down inside I know it's true. I die each time I hear your name. I love you, but you're still to blame. The bright lights of the city glisten. The moon and the stars shine from above. But neither one could make my heart lighter. For you're the only one I've ever loved. You say that I'll come crawling back. Deep down inside I know it's true. I die each time I hear your name. I love you, but you're still to blame. say that I'll come crawling back. Deep down inside I know it's true. I die each time I hear your name. I love you, but you're still to blame. Robin built a nest on Daddy's grave. Robin built a nest on Daddy's grave. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to recognize one of the finest five-string banjo players of all time. He's done so much for bluegrass music. How about a nice hand with the coochie for Dr. Ralph Stanley? Come on! How about it for Ralph Stanley? I played him down the road some time ago. Oh, the rose how it did grow. Springtime is coming, glad to say. And Robin built a nest on Daddy's grave. And Robin built a nest on Daddy's grave. Oh, thank you. I guess he wanted to go farther. Well, how we doing, everybody? We doing good?
I was liking it.
You look like you're a little chilly. I tell you, well, at least we're not up where I'm from. We got 8 inches of snow yesterday, so y'all be thankful down here for sure. It's a pleasure to be here. I take time to introduce the boys for you right now, some of the finest musicians in all bluegrass music, and I'd like to take the time to introduce them. Would you all do me a favor, though? When I introduce them, I want a lot of noise for the boys. couple things. They play better. It's a better situation for everybody if you make a lot of noise when I introduce these boys. I appreciate them a whole lot. I'm going to start back here on the big dog bass. He's looking good for you. He got his hair parted. He got his tie on. He is looking good, I tell you. He's the newest member of Remington Ride, and I always remember the first time out with him, I said, boys, I want to show them how I run the show. So I took them to a real fancy restaurant. I tell you had to have something around your neck like a tie to even be able to get into the place. Well, us three, we had our tie. Ron forgot his, but we decided to go in anyways. We walked up to the counter. Lady at the counter, she said, look, buddy, did you read the rules? You got to have something around your neck like a tie if you want to get in this restaurant. Well, we felt bad for him, so we went out in the bus, looked around a little bit. All we could find was a set of jumper cables. We tied him a nice little bow tie of jumpers. He was looking real good with them cables on. We decided to go back up to the counter. Lady at the counter looked at him. She said, oh, my goodness. Well, I told you if you had something around your neck, I'd let you in here, buddy. But don't you start anything in here. Makes his home down in Charleston, West Virginia. How about it for Ron Truman? How about it, I say? Yes, sir. Fellow on the mandolin. He's a bluegrass extraordinaire. He can play anything you put in his hands. This boy can, I guarantee you.
You ought to see him play the slot machines.
Billy, you don't play him much. Billy, come on. He's a great mandolin player. To me, his instrument of choice is a mandolin. He's going to show you why here throughout the next couple of days. He's singing the tenor, does a great, great job. We love him to death. From Lancaster, Kentucky, how about a nice hand for Stanley Efo on the mandolin?
Thank you.
Oh, yes. This man, I'm so sorry. He's been with me now going on about 13 years playing the old 5-string banjo, and he's been my right-hand man. He's been playing banjo for a long, long, long time, folks. Yeah, a couple quick facts about him. When he started playing banjo, Moby Dick was just a minnow. The Statue of Liberty was just a little girl, and the Dead Sea was only sick back then when he started playing the banjo. But he's up for Banjo Player of the Year, and he's one of the finest guys you ever want to meet. And just a pleasure to share the stage with him for that many years. I love him to death as well. From Marysville, Ohio, Mr. Billy Lee Cox on the 5. Give him a nice hand.
Hello, everybody. Boy, it's good to be back down here in Florida where it's warm. I thought we was being trick-or-treated here, I tell you. It's amazing. That old boy doing the talking. He's a good old boy. Been with him going on 14 years here. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll never forget the first time we was playing. First year, I joined up. He's a young boy. Wasn't even shaving at the time. Only his legs. But anyway, we had to go out and play out there in California. We had never been to California. He had never been on an airplane. That was the cutest thing. We're sitting in there. I get over. I figured I'd let him have the aisle in case he has to go to the bathroom or something. You know, he gets nervous. So I get over there by that window, and this young lady comes in with her little baby, and she sits right in between us there. She's the cutest little thing. And he's sitting there, and he's nervous as a cat at a dog show. All of a sudden, we taxi out, and we get ready to take off. Just as we start taking off, that mama, she just kind of reached over there and unflapped. And that baby started nursing right there. It's the cutest thing you ever seen. It was so neat. And the old boy, you know, he'd never been on a plane. He goes,
I did not look it like that.
So we level off, and as soon as we leveled off, she just flapped back up, you know, and we drove. He's just sitting over there. We get ready to descend, you know, and all of a sudden she unflaps again. That baby goes to work. He looks over and says, honey, that baby eats a lot. She says, oh, no. I do this to keep his ears from popping. He says, darn, they told me to chew gum. But anyway, he's a good old boy. He's going to sing a good song for you today. Won't you put your hands together for the guy that signs our paychecks, Mr. Ryan Frankhauser.
Thank you, everybody. Here's 2 songs back to back here. One I wrote, followed by one of my favorite gospel songs, but this will be Billy's favorite song. One I wrote called Itty Bitty Teeny Weeny Sorta Kinda Broken Heart. Sorta kinda broken heart. If you can see inside it, sure the fine's broken down, torn apart. I sure wish we could work it out and get back to the start. itty bitty teeny weeny sort of kind of broken heart. Well, love is just a game that I can't seem to win. Things go good for a while, but they all come to an end. It would sure be nice to find me a wife and to start me a family. But with my love gone, I don't think it's gonna happen to me. 'Cause I got a itty bitty teeny weeny sort of kind of broken heart. If you can see inside, it surely finds broken down, torn apart. Sure wish we could work it out and get back to the start. 'Cause I got a itty bitty teeny weeny sort of kind of broken heart. Broken, permanently stained. One of these days my luck's bound to change. I'll find the one will fall in love, leave as happy as can be. And I'll show you boys there's still one there for me. 'Cause I got a itty bitty teeny weeny sort of kind of broken heart. If you can see inside, it sure the fine's broken down, torn apart. Sure wish we could work it out and get back to the start. 'Cause I got a itty bitty teeny weeny sort of kind of broken heart. Oh, show 'em what you got, Billy. See inside, it surely finds broken down, torn apart. Sure wish we could work it out and get back to the start. 'Cause I got a itty bitty teeny weeny sort of kind of broken heart. 'Cause I got a itty bitty teeny weeny sort of kind of broken heart. I used to be a beggar, I had no silver or gold. This house is just a cabin, these clothes are ragged and old. But one day I went to an altar, I bowed my knees in prayer. Jesus reached down and touched me, and I came up a millionaire. I went down a beggar, but I came up a millionaire. Jesus gave me a mansion on a golden square. He gave me a beautiful robe of white, a crown of jewels to wear. I went down a beggar, but I came up a millionaire. Give the Lord a nice hand for what He does for each and one of us. Come on. Tell by looking that anything has changed. This house is still a cabin, these clothes are still the same. But God's preparing a city, I lay my treasures up there. One day I'm going to meet Him when I move to that city so fair. I went down a beggar, but I came up a millionaire.
me a mansion on a golden square. He gave me a beautiful robe of white, a crown of jewels to wear. I went down a beggar, but I came up a millionaire. I went down a beggar, but I came up a millionaire.
Thank you so much, everybody. Well, I'll tell you what. Do we have any country music fans with us out there? Raise your hand if you're a country music fan. Well, I wrote a song about how I feel about country music today. Is it all right if I sing it for you? Is it all right if I sing it for you? That's more like it. Well, when I do this song, if you agree with me and how I feel about country, I want, even if I'm singing, I want you to make some noise. I want you to interrupt me. If you feel the same way, I just want to hear you out there today. But we have this song recorded, and I'm mighty proud of the song, and we hope you enjoy it here this afternoon. If you like it, we got it on the recording. But see what you think of it. I'll be listening for you. It's one goes like this. I turn on country radio and wonder, oh, where did the real country go? Why can't they follow in the footsteps of their heroes, the ones that's paved the road years ago? How about a little Jones, Haggard, or Cash? You don't hear that kind of style, let's bring it back. Oh, Larry Cordo was right, there was a murder on Music Row. Oh, where did the real country go? There's something about that old-time country feeling, and what it does to me deep down inside. Oh, listening brings back so many memories, I just want to keep them all alive. How about a little Jones, Haggard, or Cash? You don't hear that kind of style, let's bring it back. Oh, Larry Cordo was right, there was a murder on Music Row. Oh, where did the real country go? Show 'em, boys, come on down. Nashville's not the same, everything has changed. Hank is looking down, rolling over in his grave.
Is your mic on? Is your microphone on, Ryan?
Pretty sure it's on there, Stanley. Yep,
Crowd
yep.
was a little dead when that happened.
You think they can do better?
They can do better than that, I think.
Are you sure?
I'm about positive.
Let me ask you a question. Are you
Okay.
willing to risk this whole week's pay for the folks you see in the chairs? At the end of the line, they're going to get extremely loud. Are you willing to risk it?
How much am I getting paid?
Might not matter. Are you willing to put it on the line?
I'll risk it. I'll put it on the line.
Oh, all right, all right.
Wait, who wooed at me?
No, don't get them riled up. Nope.
All right. Well, he's going to take care of it if nothing
We're going to
happens.
find out, Stanley. This could be a cheap weekend for me, boys. I said, Hank is looking down, rolling over in his grave.
Hey, Ryan.
Yes, Stan.
Is that paycheck wrote out to me yet?
Oh, I got the checkbook. How about a little Jones, Haggard, or Cash? You don't hear that kind of style, let's bring it back. Oh, Larry Cordo was right, there was a murder on Music Row. Oh, where did the real country go? Oh, Larry Cordo was right, there was a murder on Music Row. Oh, where did the real country go? much. We have a brand new album out, and how many James King fans do we have here? Anybody like James? Well, I'd like to do a song on
Monday night, can't you see this candle? It's got to be over, you tied to another. It's over, Rena, go home.
Come on now, I want to know for sure, Billy. Take it on.
Such beauty so fair with your long golden hair, lips that would tempt any man. You say that you love me, but our love just can't be. Please let go of my hand.
Sing it from the heart, boy. Come on now.
I know you're crying, your love I'm denying. Can't you see this candle? It's got to be over, you're tied to another. It's over, Marina, go home. Well, I know you're crying, your love I'm denying. Can't you see this candle? It's got to be over, you're tied to another. It's over, Marina, go home. It's over, Marina, go home.
Well, I gotta say, congratulations, man. That was a
Thank
big
you,
response.
bud.
Yeah. Oh man, I tell you.
Which one?
Oh man, I'm gonna get a drink here. I'm thirsty for some water.
Yeah, well, I'm thirsty. Hey, listen, how about if I want a Coke? I want a Coke.
Billy, they don't have Coke up here. We're in the middle of a show.
Wait, yeah, but listen, I got this wonderful genius idea of a contest we can play right
Billy,
here.
we're in the middle of a show.
Oh, sir, don't leave. We'll get better, I promise you. Oh, back towards the show. Yeah, it's a great idea. Listen, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask myself a question. And if I can answer it, you owe me a Coke.
That's stupid, Billy.
Well, I'm not finished. It's genius. Listen to this. Then you ask yourself a question, and if you can answer it, I'll buy you a Coke.
Billy, it's easy. It's stupid.
Since I thought this great thing up, I'll start it. Let me see if I can get a good one here.
Come on, Billy.
Huh! I got it. Here it is. Why is it you never see any dirt at the top of a rabbit hole? I got the answer. Because they start at the bottom and dig up. You owe me a Coke.
Wait a minute. Well, what was that thing called? How'd the rabbit get to the bottom of the hole, Billy?
Yeah, Billy, how did it?
That's your question, buddy. You'll have to answer that.
You believe this guy? I'm telling you what, he's something else, and that's all I can say. He's been, I've known him ever since I was 3, and Billy, I've been 3 years old. I've known him, and I'm still with him. It's pretty amazing. I was 3 years old. My dad, my dad just loved him. He said, "You want to go to Sunset Park, son? I want you to see this banjo player. He's unbelievable."
You didn't go to Sunset Park.
3 years old, buddy, to see you. We went down to Sunset Park on a Saturday afternoon. I remember it like it was yesterday. We got in. He took my hand. We went towards the stage. I looked on the stage, and there he was playing that banjo. I said, "Man, Dad, you were right." 3 years old. I looked up to him. I said, "Dad, I said, where did you hear about him at, Dad?" He looked down at me and said, "Well, son, when I was your age, my dad took me to go see him as well." Anyways, we're going to move on with the program here, and we're going to do 2 more songs for you. Y'all having a good time with us so far this weekend? Yes, sir. Remind me to tell them about a deal. We're going to do a great deal for you. Remind me after this to tell you about it. But this is one I wrote for my grandfather. And I'll tell you about our sponsor, the Johnny Cash Hideaway Farm and Storytellers Museum in Bonacqua, Tennessee. And if you ever get near Nashville, visit the Hideaway Farm and Storytellers. You can see all the Elvis merchandise, Johnny Cash merchandise. And they were nice enough to come on board and support us in bluegrass music. So we want to give a shout out to the Johnny Cash Hideaway Farm and Storytellers Museum. And Mr. Mark Allen Cash, Johnny's nephew's in the process of recording my song right here, and put it out on country radio. So I'm real proud about that. I know my grandfather would, because he was a Johnny Cash fan. So some good stuff. So
what's really funny is he didn't even know who Johnny Cash was. Yeah, he thought it was the money used for outdoor pay toilets when I first met that boy.
I know who he is. Yeah, but we have this song recorded. This goes to all the grandparents. My grandpa, I love him to death. I wrote this for him. It goes like this. Grandpa meant the world to me. It wasn't hard to see. He gave the shirt off his back and the shoes off his feet. We spend each day together. I learned so much from him. He taught me right from wrong, how to lose and how to win. And now he's gone to a better place, a place with no sickness or pain. He lived a great life. You couldn't find a better guy. I was so lucky to have Grandpa as my guide. Grandpa was a man of faith. It was written on his face. No matter what we did, we'd always give God praise. He said no matter where you go, no matter what you do, always know that I'll be up there, and I'll be there for you. And now he's gone to a better place, a place with no sickness or pain. He lived a great life. You couldn't find a better guy. I was so lucky to have Grandpa as my guy. I was so lucky to have Grandpa as my guy. Love you, Grandpa. Two more now. One more. Okay, one more song. I tell you, all right. Well, it's been a pleasure. Looking forward. Who's going to be with us at 7 o'clock tonight? Y'all come back here at 7. How about you make our way over to see our bus driver, Mr. Mike Nicely's over at the table. Wave at him over there. He's sitting right over there with a coat on and a beanie on and some gloves. So go and visit with him. Do you guys want a deal this weekend? We're going to call this the end of the year clearance sale. All right? The way this works is I got brand new T-shirts for the ladies. I got the V-neck T-shirts. I got brand new T-shirts overall with the band pics. I got hats and koozies, license plates, and 5 CDs, including a CD you don't have, plus the brand new one. So let me tell you what we're going to do between today and tomorrow. You buy the first item, no matter what it is, a shirt, hat, CD, whatever it is, for $15. Now here's the clicker. Listen up. As many things as you want after that. Shirts, hats, CDs, whatever, for only $5. So T-shirts, however many you see the table over there. We don't want to take anything home with us, so it's a great deal, so come on over and visit with us. Get my Remington Ride Bluegrass Festival flyer. How many been to my festival? Have you been up there to Pennsylvania? 5 big days of Bluegrass. You can camp for 10 days. There's 1,500 RV hookups. $55 price for 5 days. I got Mr. Larry Cordell, Lonesome Standard Kind. Mr. Larry Sparks and the Lonesome Ramblers. Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers. Junior Sis, the Mile Pass Brothers. Little Roy and Lizzie Show. Big Country Bluegrass. Ralph Stanley 2 and the Clinch Mountain Boys, Michael Cleveland and Flamekeeper, Nothing Fancy, Remington Ride, and many, many more. The flyer is on the table. And we got big news. We're going to be cruising next year on the Danny Stewart Bluegrass Cruise. And you can go to see Danny and Krista. It's going to be January of 2020. If you want to come along with us, come cruise with us. We're going to give you more details on that later, all right? Tell them we sent you, all right? How about we leave you with one that goes like this, and we're going to have you a good time and say, God bless you. We'll see you at 7. Here we go. Goodbye, Joe, me gotta go, me oh my oh. I'm gonna pull the prairie down the bayou. Swap my mom to buy my John Wood Renito. Oh, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Oh, jambalaya, crawfish, fry, filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see by my share me, oh. Big guitars, fill fruit jars, and big gay, oh. Oh, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bike. Got a nice hand for Stanley Efall and the mandolin. Give him a nice hand, yes, sir. How about it for Ron Truman on the upright bass, yes, sir. Through and no, found and no, the place is buzzing. Kid folks come to see my yarn by the dozen. Dress in style, go hog wild, me oh my oh. Oh, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Help me out now! Jambalaya, crawfish, fry, filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my share me oh. Big guitars, fill fruit jars, and big gay oh. Oh, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. How about both of you? Come on! Settled down far from town, get me free, and I'll catch all the fish down by the bayou. Swam my mom to buy my John Wood we need. Oh, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Your turn, here we go. Jambalaya. That rhythm for me, boys. How about a nice hand on the 5-string banjo, Mr. Billy Lee Cox on the 5. Give me a nice hand. I'm Ryan Frankhauser. That brings up Remington Ride. Do me a favor, you're cold. Clap your hands with me right now. All of you. Put your hands together. Come on. Now, on the count of 3, I want a big yee-haw as loud as you can here and with the coochie. All right, I want her loud. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah, Billy.
Since things are going so great,
Yes, sir.
how about if I finish this thing off by singing a verse of this today?
Billy, I already sang all the verses of Jambalaya.
Oh, you're mistaken. Listen, I was stationed during the war in the Pacific Ocean on the Isle of Moa, and I learned a verse in the Moan language. Can I sing it for the people here in Florida today?
Are you serious?
Would I lie?
Billy, it's up to them. If they want you to do it, you can do it. It's up to them. This better be good, Billy.
You'll never forget this night. Let me see you. It's been a while since I sang this. I gotta remember the language here. Here, I got it. Sikato sakarisa rioto ratoriota hasariota olimpo mashikarioto sama. I'll eat a cat and be right back on the bayou.
Oh, jambalaya, crawfish fry, fillet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my share meal. Big guitars, fill fruit jars, and big gale. Oh, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Oh, son of a gun, we're having fun in Dunedin, Florida. How about it, everybody? Oh, thank you much. God bless you.
Would you like to hear one more? All right, be just as loud. There you go.
All right, let's go to B chord. I'd do another King song here. We're driving one. And we'll see you at 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's been great. Thank you. How about a nice hand for the sound crew? Mr. Dave Elliott and his crew there. How about all the staff members here at the festival? They're doing a good job, aren't they? All right, come over and visit with us. We're going to go over to the table right after this song right here. We appreciate for the call back out. We're going to drive you one off the King album. And this one I remember James doing. And I always loved this one. And we hope you enjoy it. We'll see you at 7. Here we go. Stranger in loving in town. You set me up and you put me down. You had your day until it came time, but leaving will take that load off the mind. You wanted love and you wanted more, people and place like never before. You ran around like thought I was blind, but leaving will take that load off my mind. You had me fooled from the day that we met. Sweet lies you told me I'll never forget. But you can't keep lying and loving you'll find. Yours leaving will take that load off my mind. You wanted love and you wanted more, people and places like never before. You ran around like thought I was blind, but leaving would take that load off my mind. Now don't you be waiting for me knock on your door. That kind of love don't need no more. You had your day until it came time, but leaving will take that load off the mind. You wanted love and you wanted more, people and places like never before. You ran around like thought I was blind, but leaving would take that load off my mind. everyone, we'll see you at 7. You wanted love and you wanted more. People and places like never before. You ran around like thought I was mine, but leaving would take that load off my mind.
Okay, that was Remington Ride. Boy, they are good, aren't they? I told you they have fun, and they make you have fun. That's just their makeup. They're always like that. They'll be just probably wound up a little more tonight. Okay. Now, the next group that we have coming on is a whole different type of music. I mean, it's the same type of music, but not as, loud and all, but they're just a wonderful group. Back in the 60s, there was Bill Harrell and Don Wesley Reno, and they had these 3 boys. Not they together, but they and their wives together had 3 sons, and this is the group that's coming up now known as Reno and Harrell. And they would be the sons of very famous people. It's got to be a little bit hard, I would think, to follow in your father's footsteps. But they have done it. They've done a fabulous job, and I know that you'll enjoy them. If you've never seen them, sit back and get a whole new look at how Bluegrass is transferred from father down to son. I've never asked them if they have sons that are following them or not. Let me ask you, do you guys have sons that are following you?